Welcome back to BikeBeat, where we ride, review, and break down the bikes that matter most. Today, we're taking a long look at a bike that's made a strong return to the cruiser segment, the 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan 1500. This isn't just a name revival, it's a complete reinterpretation of what a big-bore Japanese V-twin can be in today's world of performance, comfort, and modern tech. Whether you're a die-hard cruiser enthusiast or someone eyeing their first heavyweight machine, the 2025 Vulcan 1500 deserves your attention. So let's dig into what makes this machine special, how it performs, what it offers, and whether it earns its spot in your garage. The Vulcan name has always stood for something muscular, refined, and unmistakably road-focused. The 2025 model builds on that heritage with a newly designed 1,500 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled V-twin engine. It's engineered not just for show, but to deliver deep, satisfying torque across the rev range. With a strong low-end pull and a smooth power band through the mid-range, this bike is made for rolling highways and carving through long, sweeping turns. It doesn't scream with top-end revs, instead, it hums with confidence. You twist the throttle and feel a strong, even surge that just wants to cruise all day. Kawasaki has tuned this engine with real-world riders in mind. Expect horsepower north of 90, but it's the torque that steals the show. Peak torque lands early, somewhere under 3,000 RPM, giving you that signature cruiser grunt right off idle. Throttle response is crisp, without being twitchy, and you'll feel a deep, resonant exhaust note that gives this Vulcan a classic soundtrack without being obnoxious. Kawasaki clearly put effort into tuning the dual exhaust system for both performance and tone. It rumbles confidently, especially under acceleration, but settles into a calm throb at cruising speed. The 6-speed gearbox is well-spaced, with a tall 6th gear that lets you cruise at highway speeds without revving the engine out. It's mated to a slipper clutch that makes downshifting smoother and reduces hand fatigue, especially in city traffic. Shifting is precise, and clutch feel is light for a bike of this size. You really feel in command without having to muscle the bike around. Handling-wise, the 2025 Vulcan 1500 surprises. It's a large machine, no doubt, but Kawasaki has done an excellent job balancing the weight. With a low center of gravity and wide bars, turn-in is predictable and stable. This isn't a sport bike, of course, but for a cruiser, it handles its heft with composure. The front end is planted, thanks to a well-calibrated telescopic fork, and the rear monoshock is preload adjustable so you can dial in comfort whether riding solo or with a passenger. On the braking side, you're looking at dual-disc brakes up front and a single disc at the rear. ABS comes standard, a welcome safety feature, and braking power is more than adequate to haul the bike down from speed. The levers offer good feedback, and the overall stopping package feels stable and confidence-inspiring. One of the standout areas is ride comfort. Kawasaki's seat design here is a wind-wide, supportive, and low. At just under 28 inches in seat height, the Vulcan 1500 makes flat footing easy for most riders, despite its size. The riding triangle is relaxed, feet-forward pegs, wide bars with a gentle pullback, and a seat-to-bar reach that doesn't stretch the arms. Long rides feel effortless. The foot controls are positioned with touring in mind, and there's plenty of room to shift your weight around during extended rides. Visually, the bike is a showstopper. Kawasaki has leaned heavily into retro cruiser aesthetics, long flowing lines, a beefy front fork, and a teardrop fuel tank that gives the bike its signature silhouette. But they've paired that with modern touches like full LED lighting, sleek turn signals, and premium paint finishes. The engine is blacked out with chrome accents, the wheels are cast with a minimalist 5-spoke design, and the overall finish quality is solid. You get the visual punch of a classic cruiser with the build quality of a modern flagship. The fuel tank holds over 5 gallons, meaning you'll get solid range before needing to refuel. At an estimated average of 40 to 45 miles per gallon, depending on your riding habits, you're looking at real-world ranges well above 200 miles on a full tank. That's long-haul worthy. Tech-wise, Kawasaki has kept things practical. There's a large analog tachometer paired with a multifunction LCD screen embedded neatly into the cluster. It shows speed, fuel level, trip meters, gear position, and a digital clock. It's easy to read, even in direct sunlight, and adds a touch of modern utility without cluttering the bike with unnecessary tech. No TFT screens or touch interfaces, just clean, easy-to-read info that fits the cruiser vibe. For riders looking to customize, Kawasaki is offering a range of official accessories, luggage racks, sissy bars, windshields, and even heated grips. You can build it out for longer tours or keep it stripped and mean for weekend rides. The stock seat is comfortable enough that many riders won't feel the need to upgrade, but options are there if you want more touring comfort or a different styling direction. So what about the price? The 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan 1500 is expected to land at around $17,999 in the US. That puts it in a very competitive bracket. You're getting a big bore, feature-rich cruiser with modern safety tech, timeless styling, and a reliable V-twin platform, all at a price point below many American-made competitors. Compared to something like a Harley Softail Standard or Indian Chief, the Vulcan offers serious value, particularly for riders who want a strong performer without paying the brand premium. In terms of competition, the Vulcan 1500 finds itself squaring off with the likes of Harley-Davidson's Low Rider S, Indian's Super Chief, and even Yamaha's Star Eluder lineup if you consider the touring angle. Where Kawasaki really differentiates itself is with a smoother, more refined ride, and Japanese reliability backing every mile. You don't have to worry about high maintenance intervals or part shortages. The Vulcan is built to ride, not sit in the shop. One thing that Kawasaki has always done well is make their bikes approachable. Even with this Vulcan size and presence, it never feels intimidating. It's the kind of cruiser that welcomes new riders to the big bike world, while still offering enough substance to keep experienced riders engaged. Whether you're carving out weekend back roads or loading up for a coast-to-coast trip, the Vulcan 1500 is up to the task. So who is this bike for? If you want a bike that looks the part, big, bold, and muscular, but don't want to deal with the quirks or price tags of some American V-twins, the Vulcan makes a ton of sense. It's a machine that delivers all the soul of a cruiser, with the smoothness, comfort, and peace of mind that comes with Japanese engineering. It's reliable, easy to maintain, and ready to roll the minute you are. Whether you're a solo rider chasing sunsets or someone looking to share the ride with a passenger, this bike is built to handle both with ease. Add a backrest, throw on some soft saddlebags, and you've got yourself a capable weekend tourer. Leave it stock, and it's a street cruiser with tons of attitude. The 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan 1500 isn't just another big bike on the block, it's a bold return to form. It's proof that you can blend tradition with technology, power with polish, and style with substance. For riders looking for a fresh take on the classic cruiser formula, this might just be your next ride. Thanks for riding with us here on Bike Beat. If you like this deep dive into the Vulcan 1500, hit that like button, subscribe for more detailed reviews, and let us know in the comments, is this the cruiser you've been waiting for? Until next time, keep your knees in the breeze and your throttle wide open.